It's not over. It's not finished. It's not ending.
It's only the beginning.
It's only the beginning. It's not over. It's not finished. It's not ending.
It's only the beginning.
It's only the beginning. When God is in there,
all things are new.
all things are
All things are new. All things
are.
We're celebrating 60 years, but we're also preparing for the next 60 years. For the Pan-African Orthodox Christian Church, synods have replaced the old conventions as places that we gather to chart direction and to make adjustments and tweaks to our theology, our evolving theology, and to present new material and make essential changes to the structure of the church.
What are some of those themes and ideas that participants can expect at the Synod?
We're celebrating 60 years and we're preparing for 60 years more. I think that preparing for 60 years more part is important because most of the people in the church have, the church has been contemporaries with them. And so we've tended to create a church culture and function that best suited us as we carried out the business. And we have to realize that the church lives longer than people. We can't simply grow old and have the church die with us. We have to prepare the church to function in perpetuity. And that means handing it on to another generation. So rather than trying to have a synod about what we would like to see today, we're trying to have a synod about where we see the church going in the future. We want to be able to anticipate 20, 30, 40 years out. What kind of church do we see with the facilities we have, with the land we have, with the programs we have, with the idea system governing the church, with the culture governing the church? Is this what we want? Is this what we need? Is this going to be relevant and adequate for the future? Or ought we be making changes before we get there?
Can you speak to that delegate process and how that will move you into the future that you were just talking about?
Well, I think in the future, it will be unrealistic to expect every member of the Pan-African Orthodox Christian Church in the world to attend any central gathering. But you still would like for all of your members to be represented. You'd like every faction, every group, every voice to have a representative at the table so that their voice can be heard. People from churches get to pick the people that they want to represent them. But the other thing that it does is it decreases the cost of transferring people across the country, and it makes it possible to do business because you're not trying to manage a mass group of people, but you have a highly capable set of representatives that can efficiently go through the issues at hand, make decisions on those issues, vote on those issues, and move forward. And then be able to come back and explain how those decisions were arrived at, and understanding that the people who are elected as delegates are authorized to take the action that they were elected to take.
What message do you have to delegates who will be participating in the Synod and the expectation when they get back home?
Well, we're going to try to link the whole church, no matter where people are, to the Synod and its happenings. We're going to try to do that as best we can so that even if a person can't attend, that they will be connected to the proceedings. Second thing I want to say is, this, although this is a delegate process, the Synod is open to everybody and everybody is encouraged. And everybody will be able to attend everything going on there. So it's not like we are trying to have a select group of people and exclude everybody else. We really want as many people to come as possible, but we did not feel comfortable mandating that people do something they couldn't necessarily afford to do. But insofar as it's possible, we'd like to have everybody in attendance that can be there. The what the delegates are designed to do is bridge that gap. The delegates are coming to a business meeting for the purpose of charting the future of the church. They're being entrusted with that decision-making authority by the people that have elected them. Therefore, everybody ought to take the election process seriously so that you're making a decision for the future of the church. And you can't say things like, well, you know, so-and-so never goes anywhere, so this is a chance for them to go someplace, and that may not be the best way to decide who's going to represent your interests at a meeting in which decisions are being made that are going to shape the church for years to come. We have to try to put the most conscientious, forward-thinking people into place so that our voice is heard, so your voice is heard, and we get the best possible representation to be successful in moving the church forward. Our goals are to renew the vision, to make it clear what we're doing. You often hear the question, where are we going, what are we doing? We want to be able to make it clear what we're doing and why. So the vision is clear. We have a picture of a future upon which we all agree. The second thing is to sharpen the program, because the program has had to change as a result of the changes in the world around us. Slight adjustments had to be made. Technology makes possible things that weren't possible before. So we want to sharpen the program and to give a clear projection of where we're going over next defined period of years. Try to update our operations for effectiveness, change our operational functions, separate operational functions of the business of the church from the ministry of the church. I think there'll be quite a few surprises because those things imply a lot, all the way down to the very core of our structures. And it's going to involve changing our Constitution and changing some, creating new positions and abolishing old positions in order to bring us in line with how we have to work going forward.